When I was a little boy, we lived in a small town with a very rural community. My brothers and I were latchkey kids for the most part. After school, we would explore the area and play games like hide and seek or tag. One afternoon, after mom got home, she asked me to go find my brother to help clean while she made dinner. I was playing with him before she got home, so he shouldn't have been far. I went outside, searching for any sign of him, but couldn't find him. I called his name and got no response. I wondered if he was hiding from me. I searched outside in all our normal places we hid, and he wasn't there. Weird. Maybe he was hiding in the house. I checked our room. Still nothing. Slightly annoyed, I wondered if he was hiding in the house. I got an urge to check the dryer. At the time it felt normal, even though we've never hid there, and I've never done it before. But thinking back on this day, it was way too specific and out of the ordinary to be a coincidence. I crept down the creaky basement stairs, trying to be as quiet as possible. In the dark of the basement, only slightly illuminated by the light bending down the stairs, an idea formed. If he was going to play this stupid game right now, I'm going to scare the crap out of him. I stood waiting for a noise, and sure enough, there was a shuffle in the dryer. Very slight, but I heard it, and knew he was hiding in there. I walked on the cool concrete, slowly inching towards the dryer. As I approached the door, and placed my hand on the handle, I made sure my lungs were full to be as loud and fast as possible. I tore the door open with a roar, feeling like a rabid bear cornering its prey. My brother was there, but he didn't react at all. I waited for some sort of response, but got none. I asked if he was okay and placed my hand on him. As I did, his skin felt inexplicably hot and rough, like the char on a steak. His head flipped to look at me, but not like a human motion of turning your head. One moment, his head was between his legs. The next, he was looking into my soul, tears streaming down his ash and soot-covered face. This was not my brother. My guts dropped to the floor as I backed away terrified. Tripping over myself, I fell hard on my back. When I looked up, still on the floor, he was gone. I flipped over and sprinted up the stairs, sitting on the couch, not saying a word. Eventually, I worked up the courage to vocalize what I had experienced. As I did, tears welled up in my eyes. I couldn't talk about it without reliving the fear. My mom seemed confused. I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it either. But normally when kids lie, I don't think they express as much fear as I did that night. She hugged me and said I was gonna be okay, that I'm safe now. After a few minutes, my brother came in the front door. I was already sitting at the table, just looking down. I wiped my eyes to make sure he didn't notice I was crying, even though I had already stopped. I didn't need him to know and laugh at me. My mom and I kind of moved on, and I never brought it up to anyone. I grew up and moved out. My mom and dad grew old and passed. Last year, I took the responsibility of selling the house. Making conversation with the retailer, we started talking about the property's history. She said the original house burned down, and a kid was trapped inside. They built a new home and sold it to the family, who sold it to my parents. Terrified, this couldn't be some elaborate prank. I had never told anyone except my mom about what I saw down in the basement. I didn't know what to think. I still don't really. I just hope what or whatever that boy is, he can find rest one day.